Hey guys, welcome back. So what you see before you here are two trays, bowl thing, silicone molds in two different sizes. And what I'm going to do is I want to make a sort of a two-toned effect, little dishes here. And how I'm going to do that is I am first going to use 4 ounces of my Bondcrafter 1-to-1 that I have added just the tiniest hint, just a teeny weeny bit of unicorn flavored, what do you call this, powder, mica powder, sort of a holographic shimmery, you know what I'm trying, aurora is the word that I'm looking for, aurora powder. And what I'm going to be doing on this first part is just making like a rim, and then letting it set and then coming back with a different color. But we've got to do step 1 first, so let's do it. Now I have been letting this resin sit for about 10 minutes, so it is at room temperature, which is about 75 degrees Fahrenheit here. Again, 4 ounces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up as equally as I can. And the good thing about resin, it is self-leveling. So it will find a way. That looks good. I have my, of course, my high-tech mess mitigation device over here. We only used about 2 ounces. You know what we'll do? We'll do the same concept, only on a rectangle. Yes, rectangle. So we'll fill in our little rectangle front. And this might fill it all the way up, actually, which if it does, neat. But if it doesn't, then we can always put a background on it, right? Yes. Okay, now one thing that I do want to do is I'm going to go around my edges with my little pokey tool of choice here. Very exciting stuff, isn't it? Yes. Exceptionally exciting. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. It looks like it's filling in quite nicely. I am going to do a little bit of encouragement over here. That little bald spot. Good deal. I don't see any bubbles around the oval shaped one, so that's a good thing. All right, so now that we've got these guys going, we're just going to let them cure. And since this is 1-to-1, it's only going to take, 24 hours or so. So I will see you guys in 24 hours for next steps. See you then. All right. Now it's been, I don't know, maybe about 14 hours, and everything is very well set, so that's good. So what I've got here is 6 ounces of my Bondcrafter 1-to-1 that I have added one of these just little tiny scoops, the scoop that actually came with my mica powder. I've added that little tiny scoop of my HTV Ront blackish green, and you will see that it's just got this beautiful shimmery chatoyant hue of a sort of a forest green color, which I just absolutely adore. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of our molds with that. So let's get on with it, shall we? might need to go off camera and make some more, folks, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Yeah, it does look like I'm going to need to make a bit more, so let me do that and I shall return shortly. Alright, so I've made up another 2 ounces here, and I'm just mixing in my color, and I used slightly less of the powder than I did last time because I've got less resin. So I want them to, I'm trying to match the color, so I added a little bit less just to make up the difference in the amount of resin that I've got, and I am stirring very well, because it doesn't matter how much resin you have, be it 1 ounce or 6 ounces or 24 ounces, you need to mix it in really well to get all of the parts mixed together, make sure that there's no streaks, things like that. And it is about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 23.8, something like that, Celsius, in my craft room / office / bedroom / whatever, and just making sure that I have all of everything mixed in really well. I don't have any chunks, and this resin degasses absolutely beautifully, so I am going to let it sit for a little while, just probably 5-10 minutes or so, to just let it degas on its own, which it does really well. And I'm stirring it, mixing it rather quickly, so it is getting a few more bubbles than it normally would. But anyway, I shall be back as soon as we're ready to pour. Okay, so this is done. So I'm going to go in and fill in my blanks, if you will, and I'm going to start with the big one first because it needs more than the other one does. There we go. That's up to the top. And this one. And for those of you who might be new here, you will notice that I'm not wearing gloves, and that is by choice. I tend to have a reaction to most gloves, be them nitrile, vinyl, whatever. They make me very itchy, so I choose not to wear them. So please don't come at me in the comments about not wearing gloves. If you want to wear gloves, please do. Please feel free, please do. If you're concerned about your personal safety and any reactions to resin, if you have reactions to resin, which I do not have any allergic reactions to resin, thank goodness. If you're concerned about that for your personal safety, please do wear them. I will not come at you for wearing them. Please don't come at me for not. So anyway, we have our pokey tool of choice here. I'm just going to run around the edges, dislodge any bubbles that may be hiding in the corners. Don't know if there are any hiding in the corners, but if there are, like I said, this resin really degasses very well. I have always been so terribly pleased with my Bondcrafter resins, of all varieties. They are just wonderful, and I enjoy using them, and I think you will too. And of course, as always, there are links to everything that I use down in the description box. So if you're interested in anything, please do take a look. There's also links to, to my Amazon wish list and, other companies that have discount codes. I don't get anything from them for you to use their discount code. I just like giving you guys the opportunity to save a little bit of money. So there we have it. Now, if you want to spray with alcohol to get any residual surface bubbles off of there, please do feel free. However, I do not have any alcohol at this time. As I mentioned in a previous video, I have recently moved back to Texas and left all of my resin supplies behind when I moved back to Texas from Colorado. So I don't happen to have any alcohol to spray at the moment. So anyway, I will go ahead and let this cure, and I will see you guys when it's time to demold. See you soon. All right, it's time to demold. So let's see what we got. We'll do our little rectangle buddy here first. Let me move these out of the way so the camera doesn't have a problem figuring out what to focus on. Demolding beautifully. And here it is. You can see the two-toned with the green underneath and that iridescent look to it. Oh gosh, that just turned out beautifully. I love it. Just lovely. Here's the bottom. And I do have some cleanup to do around the edges, but I'll just go over that with a little nail file since I don't have a deburring tool at the moment. Very nice. So that's our first one. We'll do the little guy next. Find a point here. There we go. These molds are so malleable. I love them. And again, of course, links to everything that I'm using will be in the description box if you're interested in these little molds or anything. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that just turned out beautifully. Just beautifully. Again, you can see the reflection of my monitor and whatnot. And that just turned out lovely. I like that a lot. Get the mold turned back the right way, just in case. And now for our big guy. The fun part about demolding when you don't have any fingernails is finding a spot to start. I mean, I do have fingernails, they're just very short. I keep them like that for a reason. So I work with my hands so much, don't see the point of trying to keep up nails. They're expensive. Oh, look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Lovely colors. Very pleased. Very, very pleased. Not a bubble in sight. Gorgeous. So, there we have it, guys. Flip my mold. There we have it. A beautiful set of two-toned iridescent trays, trinket trays, bathroom organizer trays, kitchen trays, soap dishes, whatever you want to use them for. They're just gorgeous. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. As always, I really do appreciate it. And I do hope to see you again in the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.